Hello everybody, I'm Victoria Vega and I'm here to present to you my vulnerable student population, and the specific topic I decided to choose for this presentation is students that migrate. So first, starting out, what qualifies students to be migrant students and what does this mean? So migrant students or migrant children refers to a child whose parent or spouse are a migratory agricultural worker, including a migratory dairy worker or migratory fisher, and who moves or has moved to engage in work during the previous 36 months. This is supported by the Migratory Education Program, and it is for children as young as 3 to 20 years of age and who meet the qualifying conditions for being students of migrants. These students who also are migrant students qualify and are protected by the McKinney-Vento Homeless Act. So I learned a lot of new concepts from this. Before going over the information that was provided in our course resources this week, I had no idea what MEP was, which is the Migrant Education Program, and that it was even a thing. And then because of that, I was even more surprised to learn that in the 2016-2017 school year alone, 9,853 children qualify for the MEP program. And to only imagine how much that has grown to now. So I had never interacted or even knew students who were a part of the MEP program. So it was really fascinating to understand these students. Another thing I really want to point out that I learned and was very inspired by was the video that we saw of the migrant student who then decided to become a teacher herself. It really made me realize that I didn't realize the harsh reality that comes with a migrant child who doesn't want to go after their parents' footsteps of being a migrant farmer and wants to aspire to be something different. It's very hard emotionally, not just because you want something better for yourself, but because you want to carry on that family name. And this girl in this video's name was Raquel, and she did a great representation of what it means to aspire to be something different, but to take on your family's legacy while doing so. So she really put into perspective what it means to be a migrant student and a future educator, and how she took that with her, and how it shaped her into who she was today. So some potential benefits and or drawbacks from this policy. Benefits, I put reduces the impact of transitions. This means between moves or different seasons of farming. It helps students meet educational standards efficiently. When you're moving, like the next benefit, it eliminates penalties for moving states when you're moving states to states. Sometimes there's different qualifications or standards that you may have to go back on or qualify for, but this act protects students from that and helps them meet standards efficiently despite the changes of move and different curricula they might have to follow that was different from the previous state they lived in. I think drawbacks from this specific act or policy is the post-grad resources, like when you enter college and after the age of 21 not being secured by that act, and what that may look like. I know that it's different when you're no longer over the age of 21. A lot of students will move out of their parents' house. However, what happens to the students who are still in their family's home, who are still moving and are still trying to manage school and that post high school grad environment? I think just the overall hardship that comes with moving and lack of resources when completing coursework. Not saying that the school themselves wouldn't help the students with coursework. However, I just think the personal motivation that would come with moving all the time and completing that coursework. And then I just think that there's not enough social emotional resources that comfort these type of students. The fact that me working in a public school that meets a lot of different students' needs had no idea that this was even a program, I think shows that there may be students out there who A lot of people just don't realize their situation and that they are being supported by this program, and I think there should be more social emotional resources for them, and the impacts and the different effects that can have on your learning, social emotionally and educationally. So this is my reference. Thank you for listening to my presentation. I learned so much from this information alone, and I really want to take it and remember it, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts and going over your own findings. So thank you so much.